Well, that's unfortunate. That was a big whoopsie on my part. I've been talking this entire time and did not realize that I was muted. Super duper unfortunate. So, start this over again. And you get to miss all of my wonderful voice acting reading all the scripts. So anyways, we'll take a moment here and just pause for a second as I re-explain what I said when I jumped in. So sorry guys. We're going to start a new format, and twice a week we're going to play Final Fantasy XIV as our MMO block, because it is known to be one of the greatest and heaviest lore MMOs out there. We're going to explore everything it has to offer lore-wise and search high and low for interesting tidbits and stories, and play through the entire MSQ all the way from A Realm Reborn to current. It's going to take us a long time to get through that journey together, but we'll have fun doing it. The other 2 nights of the week, for the other block, we'll do a modern RPG of some sort. We played Clair Obscur Expedition 33 last, and boy was that a way to kickstart. So many good stories in there, and plots and twists and turns, not to mention kick-ass music. Absolutely stunning story. So glad I was able to avoid spoilers on that one the whole way through. So we'll start playing other more modern RPGs, also seeking out some really great stories. And finally, for the other 2 nights a week, for our other block, we will play retro RPGs. Again, looking for great story and searching out really great lore to talk about and experience together. So we are kicking off everything for these 3 blocks with Final Fantasy XIV, and I've chosen to play a Thaumaturge, which will eventually turn into a Black Mage and potentially a Red Mage once that's unlocked. As you can see behind me, absolutely a huge fan of the mage classes in Final Fantasy. They're near and dear to my heart, so I'm excited to experience everything this game has to offer on that end. I did play this game in the past many years ago as a warrior. I've always tanked most MMOs that I've played, and by most I mean 99%. So this actually be my first time ever being a DPS. Excited to see that change of pace and actually get through story content at a decent pace. Killing ads, imagine that. You can actually do it. So we are now in Ul'dah and experiencing the MSQ straight through. And just learning what the heck our elemental gauge does as a Thaumaturge. So it seems cast more fire, increases the potency, increases the MP, but then reduces the potency and MP cost for Blizzard. So it looks like there's like a seesaw tottering effect that I'll have to manage. It's kind of interesting. Oh, and it recovers MP. That's interesting. Okay. So definitely push the fire, the astral fire it was? Yeah, astral fire as high as you possibly can, because when you do switch to Umbral Ice, you're going to recover that MP usage. That's really cool. I like that. That's a fun mechanic. So over time, it says we'll get more stacks of that. Super interesting. So MSQ stuff, and telling us what the icons are. Always do the blue things, right? Well, the scenario guard's kind of annoying. Okay, scenario gun is HUD. Okay, so we're on close to home. So it'll always tell us on the top left. Nice way to quickly hop in. Under the influence of astral fire or umbral ice. Okay. Makes sense. It'll swap colors and tell us what we're in. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place, as any good MMO game would do. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetherite Plaza. To get there, head west from here till you reach the Emerald Avenue, then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called an Aetherite. it weren't for Aetherites, traveling on Eorzea would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you can use them, so be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever attuned with an Aetherite before, Eccentric? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. When you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Thaumaturge's Guild over at Arzaneth Ossuary. Yeah, we're going with Arzaneth. Assuming that scepter ain't just for show, you might consider training there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over on the Steps of Thaw. Goods from all across Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale here in Ul'dah, as long as you've got the gil. Just make sure you don't pay more than you ought, Eccentric. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Cesaroga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you all about the markets once he's read it. In short then, visit the Aetherite Plaza, the Thaumaturge's Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Oh, but before you go, a word of advice. While there's more than a few unsavory characters out there who will try to take advantage of you, there are also some honest-to-goodness problems who you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to the city by the promise of wealth and power, but might even fail to realize that instead of chasing after gil the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads always have some good advice for the up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it for me. It's past time you got going. Oh, and let me know when you finish, will you? That way I won't spend my days worrying that you're down to your small clothes without a gil to your name. Alright. Sanctuaries. Okay, rested bonus, that's pretty typical. Always log out of the sanctuary, yep. Pretty normal. And we'll give us the map. Okay, let's go talk to the smith. Greetings, I'm one of the smiths, a stoker of fires, a forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I've been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you have but recently taken up the adventurer's mantle. The possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are our champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the guild will also enlist a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experiences in Eorzea. Pray, do not hesitate to ask me if you would like to know more. So I have the new adventurer status. Let's keep going. Where are we? Okay, it looks like the Aetherite Plaza is pretty close. Oh, and there's a little thing right outside the guild, it looks like. Okay, new tuning's not too bad. I see there's something to unlock later at some point. Is this the way I wanted to go? Let's see. Where am I? I don't think that's where I was wanting to go. Let's see about the sprint button. That has a long cooldown on sprint. Oh, looks like we went a little too far. Alright. There it is. Ooh, and a cutscene for it. Hey, old adventurer. What you've become at the behest of Miss Momodi of the Quicksand? Boy, none of this is going to be voice acted. Excellent. Which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That will be 100,000 gil, if you please, sir. Look at this schmuck trying to rustle up some money. Ah ha 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 ha. Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. Ah, but the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you're unfamiliar with the use of Aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystalline agglomerations tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Is this a Final Fantasy keyword? Agglomeration? Jeez. Perchance you have heard of Return and Teleport? Well, these transportation spells make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of Aether. Given that there is an Aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with the mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune himself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to any Aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about the Aetherites or teletransportation magic, I shall be happy to answer your questions. Oh, nice. Learned a new spell. "15 minutes. That's not too shabby. So we can right click on it. It's already our home point. Okay. Looks like you get a second home point with the security token. We'll have to figure that out. Thaumaturgist Guild and hit the market. Alright. Looks like they're both this way. Oh, what is this Moogle? We love Moogles. The Mogpendium will prove to be an invaluable resource during the Moogle treasure trove. Pour over its contents to find the best ways to get your hands on irregular tomestones, then use that knowledge to fill your packs. And once the weight of your tomestones becomes too much to bear, bring them to me and I'll give you all sorts of rare and remarkable items. Whoa, hello. Would you like to view the tutorial? Yes, I absolutely would. What is a Mogpendium? Special event held at irregular intervals. Complete objectives during the event to obtain irregular tomestones, which can be traded to the itinerant Mughals. Okay. Completing objectives during the event. Okay. Alright, let's see. So we've got standard, weekly, mini-mog, ulti-mog. Alright. So, is this a brand new event or something that's been going for quite a while? Definitely don't ever remember this event in the past. Mini-mog challenges are once per week. Okay. Then why is that different than weekly objective? Okay. Standard objectives. Ah, okay, I see. We're gonna have to get all the way to level 38 for the very first thing. 30 for that. 60, 90. So chances are we won't really be participating in this unless this goes for months on end. Now let's see, is there a achievements of some sort? Let's see, character, duty, logs, travel, party, social system. Under character? Achievements, okay. Let's see if there's anything for doing all the side quests and all the cool little things. Quests. Society quests? Well, we're gonna do everything at some point. We'll come back. We'll do some of this main quest, get a couple levels, and then we'll start doing all the side quests in the city. Ode to Ozzy Night, they say. DJ's kitty nip, master bass window. Oh, that's awesome. Love it. Welcome to the Thaumaturgus Guild. It is a fate that has guided your steps here this day, friend. I see that you harbor arcane ambitions, though your journey has scarcely begun. Within these hallowed halls, the arts of devastation are taught. Primeval magics with which to bring about an enemy's ruin. If you would join our ranks and wield such power, you must needs know of our beginnings. The nation of Ul'dah inherited its traditions from ancient Baladia, a city founded by the descendants of the first mages. The secrets of these illustrious sorcerers were ultimately entrusted to the priests of the Order of Ul'dah, who have passed them down from generation to generation ever since. Focused and refined over centuries of use in the Order's funereal rites, the arcane magics of our ancestors eventually emerged as the art we now know as thaumaturgy. A freezing blizzard to halt corruption, a raging fire to cleanse the corpse, a bolt of lightning to expel the sins of mortal life. The dwellers employed in the preparation of the dead are equally efficacious when applied to the living. I could see why. It is for this reason that we are feared and respected in equal measure. Thus does our guild thrive. Ensconced in the catacombs of Arzaneth Ossuary, a sanctuary devoted to Thal, divine orbiter of the afterlife. What say you then, adventurer? If you would plumb the abyssal depths of thaumaturgy, let our learned sages guide your descent. Ah, but before you leap into the darkness, you must prove to our guild masters that you are possessed of the spiritual fortitude necessary to look upon that which waits therein. When you are ready to submit to the judgment of the most eminent mages, say the word. Yeah. Let's go. Teach me all the magic. Well, adventurer, will you join our guild? Or do you presume to ignore the urgings of impatient destiny? Let's accept. A wise decision indeed. To prepare for your initiation, I would have you study the volumes of Fundamental Thaumaturgical Principle, all 108 of them. Or at least I would, if such requirements had not been abolished. Too great a deterrent to fresh novices, they said. I suppose you shall just have to settle for calling upon the collective wisdom of our guildmasters. We have 5, you see, all brothers of the same house. Though they all wield supreme authority, it is the eldest who provides a singular voice for the guild when one is required. Master Kokobigo, I believe. What's this guy here? In the name of science. You gotta... How could you be a thaumaturge without an eye patch? I am Erasmus of the Order of Ul'dah, and I'm charged with studying the anatomy of this region's fauna and the environs in which they dwell. The dark art of our order is death itself, and power over death can come only through knowledge of life. One day, I shall publish my findings in a single comprehensive volume, The Many Breaths of Thanalan. But there is much work to be done before that day. Aid me, brother. Bring me 5 bottles of marmot blood, and perhaps I shall name you in a footnote. Marmots are hardy creatures that thrive nigh everywhere. You'll most certainly find them just outside the city in western Thanalan, by the way of the Gate of Sultana. Do take care. They can be feisty little critters when threatened. Of course it's the little people. Who? What? Oh. False teeth, man. Did your mother never tell you not to startle a thaumaturge? Look at that expectant face, Kokobigo. This gentleman is obviously a new applicant for the guild, seeking audience with our eldest brother. Oh. Prila Yayake. She can recite the 307 verses of the funerary rites for the virtuous fallen from memory, but the simple task of keeping our names straight seems ever beyond her grasp. Well, I for one find the constant confusion endlessly entertaining. My apologies, good sir. My merriment was not meant to mock your mistake. It is our sibling, Kokobuki, with whom you should speak. What's this? What's this? Great Thal has led us a new aspirant? Ah, Kokobuki, were you here the entire time? Greetings, child. I'm Kokobuki, the eldest, and I would venture to say the wisest, of the 5 masters of the Thaumaturgist Guild. It is my solemn duty to furnish our would-be initiates with a succinct understanding of our beloved art. Thus, I would have your fullest attention. To wield thaumaturgy is to unleash devastation of the highest magnitude. The lethal force of our spells far exceeds the destructive capability of any other form of arcane manipulation. Fire, lightning, blizzards, somnolence, the thaumaturge calls upon an expansive arsenal of offensive incantations to incapacitate and obliterate all manner of adversaries. Open your mind to our sorcerer's teachings, and you too shall soon hold the unparalleled power of our discipline in the palm of your hand. Of course, such power has a price. You must be willing to plunge headfirst in the forbidding chasm of thaumaturgy's secrets, for advancement in this art comes only with the completion of deadly and terrible trials. I ask you now, aspirant, are you prepared to leap into the abyss in pursuit of power unrivaled? Yes, yes I am. A confident response. Your name, if you will? Very well, eccentric. Let us mark your initiation with a trial to test the limits of your aptitude for channeling thaumaturgy. Huge hornets, star moments, and snapping shrews inhabit this land in abundance. Exercise your sorcerer's might and slay 3 of each of these creatures before returning to my side. Okay. Now let's go find that merchant before we run out of the city, just in case he sent us on a side quest. Let's see, is this thing useful for us right now? Not really. Steps of Fall. Well, let's run around and grab some Ethernet thingy-majiggers, huh? Ether shards, I'm sorry. Gold quartz. Miner's Guild, okay. Let's see what this guy wants. What could be keeping her? My beloved Yellow Moon and I promised to meet at this very spot, but 2 bells have passed and I've nary a word from her. Gods, I hope she's alright. As much as I wish to go off and find her, I simply cannot. What if she were to come in my absence? Please, would you search for her in my stead? It's possible she's somewhere near the Weaver's Guild. She always enjoyed watching the... By the gods! Do you think she's left me for someone more... dapper? I try not to look like a bumpkin, but I've no mind for fashion. Side quest. Let's see, have we done this one yet? We have not. Oh, looks like we're going into the Weaver's Guild. Yellow Moon. Nah, she was just window shopping. Better got be good. Just look at me. This hair, this outfit, they don't match at all. I look atrocious. What was I thinking? Oh, I can't let Bitter Snow see me like this. Maybe that last tunic was best after all. Or no? Perhaps the blue. Bitter Snow is waiting for me, but I haven't anything to wear. I feel like I have experienced that once or 10 times with my wife before. Oh, there's our man we're supposed to find, but hang on. I guess we'll come back to the internet. Ah, you would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace? Very wise. As for my fee? What? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Ul'dah for a favor, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services. But the fact you offer nothing is laughable. Well, I've got a letter from the Adventurers Guild head. Oh. Mistress Momodi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being advantageously situated in relation to the other city-states, Ul'dah's markets have ever served as both the literal and figurative centers of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Vilebrand and Aldenard passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Ul'dah as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders, day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided as he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer. A deadlier sword, perhaps? Or a shinier trinket? Whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you will find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives, and crafting materials. And to the south, you will find weapons, tools, and an assortment of other useful items for sale. Seek out a particular merchant, or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. Ahem. That is all the complimentary aid you should have from me, and far too much for my taste. My regards to Momodi. Now off with you. Okay, so we gotta run back to Momodi, which should be easy. Let's just make sure we're not missing any other nuts in this area. Save us. So we definitely got these. Okay, I think we got all these. So let's see about using this thing. Oh, this is nice. I don't remember it being this way. Could be wrong though. Alright, let's go straight to the Adventurers Guild. That's a nice little quality of life upgrade from however many years ago when I did it. Let's go see what Momodi's got for us. How was your tour of the city, eccentric? Get lost, did you? Well, Ul'dah's a big place with lots to see and do. But wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. So when you go exploring, explore like you've got a purpose, eh? Alright then. All that's left for you is to work hard, make money, and spend it here at the quicksand. Little self-serving, huh? Oh, there's another level. And she is red. Let's see. Must be level floor 4. Where's our? There's our level up there. Okay, 3. Where does this take us? Steps of Fall. Well, I guess we'll run out here and kill our marmots and such, maybe? Oh. Feel like I took a wrong turn. Yeah, I definitely feel like we took a wrong turn. Let's see. So many red quests. So we need to get somewhere over here on the left. Ah, okay, I see. Ooh, chocobo. Can we get a chocobo already? I don't think so. That would be too darn convenient. Right click, auto attack. Yep, great. Oh, achievements. This is what I want to know about. Milestones. Yes, we want all of the rare weapons, armor, and titles. Cool. Alright, let's kill our first thing. Binding items. So just get a... I don't see anything that would have been bound. Was it Control Eye was the other? Aha. The armory chest. A Ring of Fidelity. Well, that's insane, getting a ring at level 1. I feel like that's so unusual in an MMO. Alright, we're getting low on MP, so let's switch to... I feel like that's not recovering our MP. 3,800. There we go. So we only ever get one stack, I guess? Let's see. Yeah, we don't ever see that. I bet you we can get more stacks later with time. Okay. There's our marmots. We haven't gotten all the marmot blood though. And wow, the MP cost looks like it doubles. Okay, there's all the marmot blood. Now we just gotta find some shrews. Oh, and push to level 4. We gotta make sure we do that so we can do the next quest. this where our shoes are supposed to be? Looks like someone has been shrew hunting. There's one. Chain. I don't think we've seen that yet. Well, let's go see what this thing is with 2 minutes, because we're only a level below it. Looks like we crossed the bridge. Or not? No. The fate system. Contribution won't be weighed as heavily. I don't think we're finishing this in a minute. I highly doubt it. We ain't got a chance to look at our new skill. I'm starting to get a lot of aggro here. Fate failed. Oh. It was actually decent XP. Okay, so we could probably return. Why not? There isn't not to. Alright, so let's go to the Thaumaturgist Guild first. Yeah? Yeah. Yes, we brought you blood. By virtue of your toil, I'm one step closer to publishing The Many Breasts of Thanalan. Thank you. Take this as recompense. Go now, and may the traitor smile upon you. Plus 21, plus 8. Oh, one's a Disciple of War. See, I thought it was a little fishy, getting an eye patch for a mage. Now, mage hat definitely makes sense. Control eye. Oh, I'm not eligible. Level 5. Derp. But we might just get there turning this quest in. Let's find out. You have the satisfied look of a mage who has utterly vanquished his foes, eccentric. I formally welcome you into the Brotherhood of Thaumaturgists. The purpose of this trial was to gauge your capacity for wielding thaumaturgy, an innate quality the limits of which are bound by the level of etheric energy flowing through your physical being. Aether, the very stuff of life, exists within all living creatures to a greater or lesser extent. Remember this, for it is the most basic law of arcane manipulation. Now, I have here a tome that shall serve you as a hunting log. As the name suggests, its pages are to be filled with records of the enemies you slay. The log also contains the names of such adversaries that will challenge and improve your skills as a thaumaturge. As your experience grows, so shall your reserves of thaumaturgical endurance. The wellspring of your magical might will also swell in response to moments of extreme terror and duress. When you find yourself seeking greater challenge, when next you crave the thrill of exquisite fear, that is when you shall know the time has come for you to visit me once more. The next quest will be level 5. And it looks like we should get level 5 here. What is this? A shield. Oh, I got a shield as a mage. Interesting. Alright, let's see what this is. Yep. Okay, great. You can use potions. They have a timer. Hunting log. You get logs in the main menu or H on the keyboard. Oh, well that's convenient. Okay. And now, let's put our hat on. Oh, and more importantly, because I think I did. Okay. Character. What is that? Item settings? For some reason I decided to hide my hat, but how else are people gonna know I'm a mage? UI? Where do we think it is? I don't think we need an inventory grid. One less thing to see. Oh, what does transpose do? Swaps astral fire with a single... Well, that's convenient. Okay. Alright, but anyways, where did we find that? System configuration? Theme settings, no. Display, no. Well, we'll have to figure that out later. The threat of intimacy. Well, obviously we need a casting robe. Your burgeoning power strains against the confines of your untried mortal shell. Another trial you must have. From this day forth, your tasks and challenges will be shaped by the teaching found within Thaumaturgy, the Yawning Abyss, a tome penned by the renowned thaumaturge, Zozomaya. My brothers, who have not once tasted the bitter draught of defeat, will instruct you on the vital lessons to be gleaned from the 4 extensive chapters that comprise this exemplary work. Much shall you learn about the threats with which a practitioner of art must contend. The first chapter, The Threat of Intimacy, falls within Kokobigo's purview. It is only fitting that one so averse to being approached should teach you the wisdom to be uncovered therein. Yes, eccentric. I've been expecting you. Allow me to read to you the pertinent passages from the opening chapter of Zozomaya's Guide. The Threat of Intimacy. Ah, how magnificent the potent power we wield. Roaring flames, piercing ice, and shocking bolts that are matched not by fist or sword or spear. But the burly warrior waxes fearsome with every closing step. Fists shatter bone, blades slide through flesh, spears puncture soft bellies. Know you this threat, and stand you apart from such men. Ugh, that last part makes me queasy no matter how often I recite it. The lesson, however, should be obvious. Keep your distance from foes. Apart from the agony of being hit, or stabbed, or worse, you have a devil of a time completing an incantation with an enemy flailing his weapons at your person. Thus the wise thaumaturge always strikes from afar. The farther the better. Now, let us proceed with your trial. Take this dried fish and set it down in the vicinity of the Silver Bazaar. Next, simply draw back to a comfortable distance and wait for a vulture to swoop in to feed. That's when you ambush the nasty creature with the barrage of deadly spells. Once you have slain the scavenger, be sure to retrieve a generous slice of vulture meat for Fafafono. Tongue twister, Fafafono. He doesn't mind us conducting trials so close to his shop, so long as he's properly compensated. Yes, eccentric. We pay him in sorcery-blasted bird flesh. Northeast of the Silver Bazaar. Where's that? Well, let's run over here and grab this, because I get the feeling that's out in the wilds. Well, youngling, how are you finding our friend Ul'dah then? Got your bearings about you yet? Oh, I'm still super turned around, actually. If so, mayhap it's time you ventured beyond the city walls. The bustling streets of Ul'dah are one thing, but the wilds of Thancred, that's another altogether. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and he you. Name of Papashan. You'll find him over at the Ul'dah dispatch yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. The dispatch yard's over in central Thancred. Just head out the door across the hall and you'll see the gate of Nald staring right back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come along it before long. There's dangers beyond the wall though. More than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. Let's see what these guys have. Okay. Oh, yeah. Nope, think he got drunk on the job. Or before the job and never made it to the job. and that's why you pick up all the side quests. That's taking me right to exactly where I need to go anyways. If I recall, there was one just down this way. Let's see. Is it on the map? Oh, we're going the wrong way for the one I saw. There's quite a few, jeez. Let's just go out to Central Finland. Alright, well, let's see. So we got something over here. Oh yes, our hunting log. So it looks like we have to kill 3 of those. Nothing over there. So let's take a look at this hunting log. Ladybugs, cactars, snapping shrews. Well, we know where those are, so let's go grab those. So we thought I knew what those were. Whatever, we'll find them later. Oh, there's a couple. This transpose sure is handy. So you don't have to loot bodies, you just automatically get anything I may or may not have. That's interesting. Okay. Let's turn in the side quest first. Anyone seen Kekazani since last night? Anyone? Hey, what are you doing with that timetable? I've been looking all over for it. Got it from Kekazani, you say? Why, that useless drunk. I'll wager he was out all night again, chasing after skirts. That's it. Next time he misses a shift, I'm tying him to the tracks. Alright, let's get some tights. Ooh, yeah. Better than these breeches, jeez. So we got proper pants now. Shorts were feeling awful tight. Well, he certainly looked the part of an adventurer, my friend. Might she be the good soul Momodi advised me to expect, I am Papashan, station master of this humble dispatch yard. An empty title, I assure you. I truly am no more than a tired old Lalafell passing his final years in quiet and solitude. 12 no, there have been plenty of both these last 5 years since the calamity struck. The devastation was vast. Yet now, true Uldahs work together, doing all in our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat of our brows and the love of our home, we've rebuilt Ul'dah to a grandeur and majesty that you see today. The railways which run through this dispatch yard too were born of the noble efforts of a great many souls. Ul'dah needs the aid of you and your brother and friend. In fact, never has our need been more dire. Which brings me to the point, I suppose. I do believe I may have some work suited to one of your ability. wish new equipment would just auto-equip. So what they just gave me? Not an upgrade. Since you've come all this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. It just so happens a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area. A dispatch the dispatch yard, as it were. They have long been away from the shade and featherbeds of the city. The hot days and cold nights can play hells on the mind and body out here. It isn't much, but go and give them these twilight pretzels, would you? I find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself. Looks like we're running all over the place. Western front clear. Eastern front clear. I have a pretzel. For me, from Papa Sean, the Twilight pretzel, my favorite. How did he know? Can't fight on an empty stomach now, can I? Actually, I can't fight on any stomach. I suppose you could say I have no stomach. For fighting. Let's see. We did miss out on equipping that shield. Here's C. Okay, cool. So you got a scepter and a shield for some reason. Whatever. Some extra defense. What are these pins? Just notable locations, I guess? 12 saved me. Scorching days, freezing nights. This post will be the end of me. Twilight pretzel. Don't mind if I do. Ah, now that's a refreshing goddamn pretzel. I feel reborn. Sorry about that. Level 6, we learned Thunder. Yeah, always haven't looked at that. What do we... let's see. What's the damage over time? Nice. I didn't expect to dot so early. Can only be cast when under the effect of Thunderhead. Granted when gaining Astral Fire or Umbral Ace from an unaspected state or changing between their influences. Oh, so you can't open with your dot, which takes... what's instant? Interesting. Oh, so I'm gonna have to ask you to put the pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. He's trying to freaking rob me of this pretzel. State your name and business. Twilight pretzel from Papa Sean. By the gods, forgive me. You could say this new post has my nerves in a twist. I'm terribly sorry for that. Yes. Yes, well, you may rest assured that the dispatch yard is safe so long as I stand watch. Please give Papa Sean my thanks and tell him I only wish I could repay the favor. Looks like we saved the right one for last, just getting jumped on the hill. Very surprised that these stacks don't fade. You've returned. And with a deal fewer pretzels, I see. Tell me, how far are Sultan sworn sentries? Did they have anything to report? Anything at all? What? Nothing? Are you sure? Oh dear. Take this for your troubles then, and stay a moment. There's more I would ask of you. Alright, let's get an upgraded staff. Let's equip this. Oh, that was one hand. Ah, I see. So we lost the buckler. I was gonna say, I was very surprised that I could have a staff. But we'll always take more damage. Eccentric, I have just this moment. No. For the time for concealment has passed. The truth is, even before I had you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some most unsettling news. Which is the real reason I sent you to meet those Sultan Sworn. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I've been ordered to see to her safe return. The Sultan Sworn you met earlier are assisting with the search. Alas, it seems they have found no trace of her. I apologize for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others with less than honorable motives may join the hunt. And should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. That cannot happen, Eccentric. It must not. I need you to help me find her. The classic hero nod that he always gives. Praise the 12. I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the others to expand the search, but Thanalan is vast and there are only so many of us. The young noblewoman's name is Lady Lilira. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultan Tree. Good luck. Oh, Sultan Tree. Oh, instant battle. Okay. Level 7 already. That's fine. Those levels snuck up on me.
Oh, Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line, forgive my weakness. My failings have cost us dear.
Yeah, she does a better voice acting than I would have there. Good thing this part's voice acted.
As you command, O Lilira. Forgive my selfish desire to assure your welfare.
I don't recall requesting an escort. Simply pretend we met.
We both know I can do no such thing. It isn't safe for you here alone. It isn't safe for anyone. Not with this etheric disturbance. It's as though the dead are watching us. And I'd prefer not to join them, if it's all the same to you. you must be the one that Papa Shan mentioned. Congratulations on finding our elusive young charge. You'll have to forgive her impetuousness. What she lacks in discipline, she makes up for in stubbornness. You should return with us. The station master will be eager to thank Lady Lillyra's protector in person.
Well, that thing looks creepy.
Alas, the station master will have to wait.
It's the instanced battle.
Dear Lillyra, for my sake, please. As for you, dear friend, for Lillyra's sake, please stay in harm's way.
No, they were just telling me to avoid the fights and stay far, far away. Let's see how this dot does. Anything worthwhile? It's level 12. Oh man. Good thing this handsome stranger is so powerful, all we got is question marks for his level. Not too shabby of a rotation. Oh, got friends. And one shot friends. This guy throws out heals, that's convenient. This is where we find out how long our Thunderhead lasts. Should be about it. There we go. Easy peasy.
Whew.
Ooh, what a drop. I don't want a glowy bluestone. A floating glowy bluestone. Even better.
Hear, feel, think.
I don't know, I feel like that formation that I just had under my feet was definitely way higher than a level 7 mage. Just saying.
Crystal Bearer.
Yes, that perfect start screen music.
I am Hydaelyn, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
Looks like you passed out for all that.
Ah, coming around now.
Would you mind telling me what that was?
If I only knew. A denizen of the void at any rate.
The void sent? Here? But how?
The question isn't how, but who. We're not dealing with bookless bandits. Don't suppose the answer came to you in a dream? No sooner did you fell the beast than you fell asleep. Too much ether, no doubt. Interesting. I hadn't considered the crystal. But of course, this changes everything. Oh, just thinking aloud? At any rate, we haven't a moment to spare. I must return and report this at once. I leave Lady Lilira in your capable hands.
How dare you pass me about like a swaddled babe? I shall return and tell them myself.
As you wish, your impetuousness. I suspect we shall meet again before long. Until then, do try and stay awake.
Better chase after that noblewoman. Thank the gods you've returned. You had us all so worried. You do realize what would happen if a person of your noble stature were to be injured, or worse. Why, Her Grace the Sultana would be beside herself with grief, and so would her subjects. I dare say they'd be weeping in the streets. But I have already given you cause to weep, Papashan. You and the people of Ul'dah. Please, you're not to say such things. We will find it. I swear to you. It's not my place to make demands, my lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologize for causing you undue worry, Papashan. I shall refrain from traveling unescorted in the future. I cannot thank you enough, eccentric. I understand you fought bravely to protect the Lady Lilira from Boyne-sent fiends. For your gallant service, you deserve all the riches in the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. A sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped to his shoulder? I see you met Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the ether. Rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, eccentric, you're just the sort of adventurer we need around here. I pray you show the same kindness to the people of Thanalan as you did to us today. 132 gil. Alright, let's see what this Sissy Doa. What a name. You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I have a favor to ask. I resolved to repay a debt of gratitude which I owe the owner of the coffer and coffin. For this purpose, I purchased from the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin, a particular popular piece of produce. Well, they're trying to get you with the tongue twisters there. Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and proffer the pumpkin. You see, the scheduled shipment from the Nanawa mines for which I wait is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead, and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present this receipt of purchase to Kagari at the royal plantations, and she will yield it to you. I apologize for asking you to attend this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. That's convenient. The plantation is right the heck here. This lazy dude couldn't walk 3 freaking steps. If Sisadoa doesn't come calling soon, this spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. Oh, so you're to deliver this decadent delight. I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here's the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and as such, we're always deluged with demand. You know the way to the coffer and coffin, correct? It is beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where local laborers lounge. Let's see what this quest is. Wind shards. Thanalan has ever been a barren region. Believe me when I say it takes no small amounts of effort to make crops grow here. We've even introduced earthworms to the soil in order to enrich it. Alas, they've been nigh eradicated by snipping shrews, burrowing critters native to these parts. Unless we save the earthworms, this entire plot won't yield so much as a single pumpkin next harvest. Won't you help us by thinning out the shrew population? The Shrew Hills would be the best place to start. kill some shrews. That was strange, we kept getting interrupted. Easy side quest. You are truly a champion of earthworms. Now we can look forward to a plentiful harvest of pumpkins. I wonder which ones will grace the Sultana's plate. I'll take that. 450. Ooh, follow up. Storyteller. An idle adventure is a sorry sight. I've no need of assistance at this moment, but perhaps someone at the Coffer and Coffin wants a helping hand. Ul'dah, the resident chef, comes to mind. The man is obsessed with inventing new dishes, and I hear his current fascination is fish. If you were to donate some for his cause, I'm sure he'd be grateful. Now, I'm a simple farmer and don't know much about fish, but I do know what I like, and I like Orobon. You won't find a more succulent fish in these parts, I tell you. If you have a mind to give some fish to Ul'dah, I can wholeheartedly recommend fatty Orobon. 4 slices or so will be enough for him to experiment with. You're gonna get that. Listen to your fish is the quest. Convenient. That is taking us to the Coffer and Coffin. Orobon, these dudes in the river we saw earlier? Yeah. It's too bad these dudes aren't on our hunting log. I feel like they should be taking extra lightning from being in the water, but nitpicking. Ooh, what is this? Physical damage dealt and magic damage dealt. Okay. Let's put that over there. Keep our damage things on the main. Interesting. Oh, there's something on our hunting log to go find a couple of. Surfid cloud. Alright, let's see how many of those we needed. 3. That's not too bad. There's our last victim. Hunting log finished up for that. Let's see how we're looking on that. Still gotta find those ladybugs, cactars, Garzon feeders. Wish they'd tell you the levels of these things. Alright, Wowabara, got some fish for you. Fish, futile. There are no suitable species, but I shall not surrender. Oribon, of course. But wait, how did you know of my Epicurean endeavor? Well, it matters not. The solution you suggest is sensational. Sauté with salt, a squirt of sun lemon. So simple yet sublime. Fish is a costly commodity here in Thanalan. Were it not for your local largesse, I would have been forced to fork out a fortune to have some brought hither. Thank you. Do we have any potions yet? We do. So let's get some ethers. Should probably put these on our hotbar somewhere, huh? 600 MP, or 32% of HP, 160 max. Okay. Oh my gosh, more shrews. My store of shrew meat are nearly naught. The meat is an indispensable ingredient for making my smoked shrew loaves, which are famous for their fantastic flavor. Fortunately, I'm no fool. In preparation for this possibility, I have set 2 barrel traps outside our establishment. Alas, I'm not accustomed to butchering live beasts. If you could do the deed in my stead and bring me the meat, I can continue to cook. Drink for you, laddie. You won't get better ale or spirits for your coin than at me place. Got a pumpkin for you, bro. What's that? We Cicadoa asked you to bring this here to me? Ha! Yeah, so even that foul-mouthed drunk shows the mean and no remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried his drink-sodden arse back home. But hells, an honest-to-God's pumpkin from the royal plantations. I can't wait to see what the cooks will do with her. The lads here scoff down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on their health. It'll be good to get more vegetables in their bellies, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for your help, laddie. Word is, Blackbrush Station's sorely undermanned. The stone torches there can't get a moment's peace. Bloke by the name of Warren is hoping to bolster their numbers for a short-term assignment or two. If you fancy putting a few extra gil in your pocket, you could do a lot worse. Oh, neither thingamajigger. Hey there, Crystal. Level 35. We haven't seen that high yet. By learning the spell teleports, you're now able to travel instantly between aetherites. Cool. Looking for work, perchance? If so, you couldn't have come at a better time. We stone torches are sellsword hired by Amegina and Sons Mineral Concern to protect its interests. Our primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests, and it's for this purpose that we require your aid. I should point out, however, that it can be messy work, and liable to get messier still if you're ill-prepared. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience that I sent an ill-equipped adventurer to an untimely demise. See to it that your arms and armor are in order. When you're ready, present yourself to me again. Hands, legs, feet. Yeah, we'll take the hempen cowl. Nice upgrade. Actually, a very nice upgrade. Let's get to it then, shall we? Ore wagons pass through this station every day, but not without incidents. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through a tunnel by Fesca's watch, a tunnel in which some genius saw fit to put an ore storehouse, creating ideal conditions for a kobold nest. So now, the ore-loving beasts have taken up residence in a tunnel we dug, and we're practically delivering meals to their doorstep. But no more. Inside the tunnel in question, you will find a narrow fissure where the kobolds hide. Use this silver ore cluster to lure out the creatures, then slay them. Alright, Aethelgith. Let's see what your deal is. See that bloke over there? Name's Osbert. He's hurt bad. Now, it ain't exactly my job to mind his business. I'm a torch, he's a blade. But at the end of the day, we're both people, you know what I'm saying? Any road, I went over to him just earlier, asked what's wrong. But he refuses to tell me, the stubborn bugger. Seems his pride's more important to him than his life. What is it with men and acting tough? I tell myself I tried, but if the fella ends up kicking the bucket, I don't want that on my conscience. I know this is sudden, but could you try and talk to him into drinking a high potion? I'd sleep a deal better for it. I ain't got one on me, but one of them fellas over yonder sells them. Oh, why is he red? Probably because I don't have the push notes. Breathe, Osbert, old boy. Just breathe. Pain is just the weakness leaving the... God damn it, my head. If only I'd saved a high potion. I think this might be the end. Alright, let's see about... purchase items. $146. That's over a tenth of my wealth. What's all this stuff? Oh, fishing items, okay. Some bait. Alright, let's go offer this dude a high potion. Well, I don't really need this, but if you insist, give my thanks, adventurer. I was resigned to suffering in silence, for I, Osbert the Undying, veteran of countless battles, could not afford to show weakness to my colleagues and our allies. They looked to me for inspiration, you see. To think that I was almost brought low by a gentle blow to the head. I was only incapacitated for a few moments, I think. To repay you for your discretion in this delicate matter, I shall share with you my warrior's wisdom. If you must practice your juggling, use heavy stones at your own peril. Man, I feel like they should have at least given us enough gil back. Well, I do have mail. Let's check this delivery label. What do we got here? $18. That's a lot of thank yous. This is probably from We Can Play in the Best. Take those. Let's see. Oh, we could look like Squall, huh? I don't really want all of those. Zidane. That's timely with the anniversary having been around the corner. So we got Final Fantasy XIV, 8, 9. Take that. Wait, these take forever to delete. Chocobo chicks. What's this? Save all that. Just so that we don't end up filling up our inventory needlessly. Okay. Let's see. Use. Now, oh, I got a mount. Multi-seat mount. Must be the drop chocobo. Now the question is, how do we see mount? Smoke guide. Can we summon this thing? Unauthorized. I was gonna say that sure would be nice. Alright, looks like we're running over here. There's our first barrel trap. Some mole meat. Okay, there's that quest taken care of. This doesn't even cost MP to do. That's interesting. There's the silver. Be nice if it highlighted the correct thing. Oh, hello. There's more. These things sound weird. Okay. Let's stop by the coffer first, and then we'll go back to Blackbrush Station. Let them eat cactus. We should turn on our XP gaining things, right? Earrings. Can we only have one set of earrings? Only one. Let's see. Seems better. Boatload of stats. So let's see. 47. Main attribute 78. What is that little symbol is what I'd like to know. Because I'm assuming my main attribute is intelligence. Maybe the 70 stat is what it maxes out at. Alright, let's tell them we killed all the kobolins. Well done. It shan't be easy to work to keep the tunnel free of goblins, but our wagon should be able to go unmolested for a time. Disruptions to ore shipments threaten not only the interests of Malgina and Sons mineral concern, but of Ul'dah herself. One might liken these train tracks to veins that bear our nation's lifeblood. If only we had more men like you to lend a hand. A Viking sword. Sounds cool. Ramhorn staff though. Also, sounds kind of cool. Oh, there's level 10. I can now accept my next class or job quest. Okay. Got new class specific options. Or actions, I mean. Target and all nearby enemies to sleep. Let's move that to here. That seems more of a control mage thing. Ah, the altruistic adventurer. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears and I'm eager to share it. May I? Rumor has it there's a vast untapped vein of ore beneath the ruins of Ul'dah. What was that mount? Just sneaking up on me. Final Fantasy XIV. Rumor has it there's a vast untapped vein of ore beneath the ruins of Ul'dah. But that is not all. Inconceivably, the concern appears to be entirely ignorant of his existence. And even as we speak, a young upstart, self-made merchant from Stone's Throw of all places, is moving to claim it. The fellow's name is Wystan, and he is a very, very ambitious young man. Not only does he intend to secure exclusive excavation rights, but they say his master plan is to use the new fortune to curry favor with the Sacrarium. Of course, the thaumaturges only consider the opinions of the most wealthy when drafting the laws of Ul'dah. If you would have your voice heard, you must be prepared to pay a sultan's ransom. One voice which is invariably heard belongs to Lord Laurelito. He has a long, lavish guild upon the thaumaturges, and some claim that he devised his new laws with the express intention of ruining his competitors while protecting his own interests. Suffice it to say, if Wystan thinks he can compete with the likes of the Syndicate, he's in for a rude awakening. But that eventuality may yet be a little way off. For the present, he is moving ahead with his plans and assembling a team to survey the site. I'm told he's at the Coffer and Coffin right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort his prospectors. Warren said you were looking for work. Mayhap you should meet Wystan and volunteer for his expedition. Let's see what these side quests are. Hey, I got a new viewer. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us. Skip through these side quests. Little blue chocobo keep. We finally do something. Level 10 unlocks so many things. Alright. Let's see where we're headed. Looks like we're going after some hammer beaks. Alright. Just barely avoid two-shotting? That's semi-annoying. Okay. But we're gonna be killing a lot of these. I do like the gameplay for Thaumaturge so far. Was that a... Well, I swear I was seeing things on the side of my eye. I thought that was a cacti. Jam through this side quest real quick. Almost done. Turns out my skill's faster than yours. Alright, let's go turn this in. Not too bad for that. Thaumaturge OP early on. Not that I really know, it's been so long. Hey. Guess they're going in here. I told her so. I told her! What the hell is that incompetent little runt doing anyway? Whereas orders like this may be, we should always be keeping hammer beak ribs on hand. Well, I'll be damned. Guess the girl found a way after all. Thanks for the help, Venture. Don't quite understand it myself, but I'm fellow straight said to do it the old way, even though we could be using shards to refine silver faster and cheaper. Well, it ain't my guild, so if that's how they want it, just goes to show that the Thaumaturge's Guild has more money than it knows what to do with. Gods, what I wouldn't do to have that kind of problem. We'll be taking the ethers, even though we really haven't been using them. Nah, we'll take these. Might as well, right? Start building our wealthy empire. With little tiny bronze pieces. Oh, new side quest popped up here. So we got a little quest chain going, I see. You there. Help me. A mischief of Kaikern has stolen our cargo. Is that what we're calling them? Kaikern? G-Kerns? No idea. The thieving rats love anything that sparkles, and they've made off with several coffers of precious gemstones. The Overseer will flay me alive if he finds out. I beg you, help me get the gemstones back. The Kaikern fled to their lair to the southwest. Follow the tracks and you're bound to find them. Dry Snaggle Riddick. Alright, let's see what's about this Y-stand here. Come to join. Sorry, but you're too late. Some brass parades looking for extra coin volunteered, and the team's already en route to the ruins. But look, I know it's not easy to find work these days. If you're interested, there's something else you can do for me. There are these children outside. Little ones from Stone's Throw. I look after them when I have time to spare, and so they've taken to follow me around, even when I tell them not to. But with overseeing the search for the vein, I barely have a chance to visit the privy at the moment, much less entertain younglings. Can you give them these ginger cookies and convince them to go home for me? Thank you, adventurer. I only wish I could do more. Stone's Throw is no place for a child. Not that my childhood was much happier. Never enough food to go around, nor work to earn it. But no shortage of contempt from the great and the good. I remember thinking things could only get better. Yet now, after the calamity and everything else, for us refugees to be forced to live outside the gates like bloody beastmen is a disgrace. They say with enough money you can change the laws here. So I'm going to make a fortune and do just that. I'll buy the excavation rights and start my own mining business. Then I'll give my fellow refugees the work they're crying out for, and pay them fairly. The mining companies have profited from our suffering for too long, but in their hubris they've grown complacent, presenting us with a golden opportunity. And we will take it, adventurer. We will reclaim our dignity, and with it, our place within those walls. We found her! We found the vein! Wasteland, you must come and see. Already? Amazing. We leave at once. You should join me, my friend. Come and bear witness to history in the making. Let's go get these rats first. See what their deal is. This way. Level 9. Oof, 4 casts per. Like these are even my target. Three of these. Oh, even out. Let's see. And recover the stolen coffers. They must be inside here somehow. Hopefully this doesn't draw the whole freaking party. Okay, I see. We're gonna have to just go around the outside and do this a little bit at a time. Alright, there's one coffer. Okay, not too shabby. Where's the other ones? There we go. Let's see if we draw them in if we... The answer is yes. Okay, one coffer to go. Two of these buggers. Let's see. Wonder if we get any bonuses for hitting a sleeping enemy. Let's find out. Nothing in particular, it looks like. Alright, there's all those coffers. For the Queen. Let's find out where this quest line is going. Got some new legs. Oh, okay. I thought that was going to be a whole quest line. What is this? Wrecked rats. What are we doing? We're killing rats. Ugaroon Wetlands. And this is the boss. They hate blood but love wine. Interesting. Okay. Is this supposed to be gold? Looks kind of gold. Hopefully we can sneak in this way down and around and didn't have to go the other direction. That would be a nuisance. Do we take fall damage? Sure do. Looks like we've got grave robbers to kill. Was that all three? Yeah, 1300. That's a good chunk of XP. This doesn't look ominous in any way. Yeah, look at that. Thal's balls, son. A vein of ore in the middle of a ruined bloody city? God's damned idiot. What'd you think was gonna happen? That you'd strike it rich and get cozy with the Order while the Masters of Ul'dah looked on? No one crosses the Syndicate. The Syndicate? Ha! Finally sunk in, has it? Well, look at this. All your friends have deserted you, it seems. Lucky boy. Now you won't have to die alone. Oh, mournful voice of creation, grant you this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. Who's that spouting gibberish? Show yourself. This ain't part of the plan. Bloody hells, does Lord Laurelito mean to kill us too? Sure, I'll fight the stone thing. Extend this. Never has the golem been so sorely tested. It's sore, alright. That the golem could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. There's our pal Thancred. Damn, seems I've missed all the fun. I see you didn't need my help this time. Oh, but I'm about to pass out again. would compose a ballad in your honor, but I fear no words would do you justice. The songstress of Ul'dah herself could not rival your beauty. Oh, stop it. I have oft heard it said that a blossom's beauty can move a man to love and long, but I never truly believed it until I met you two desert roses. Yeah, this player, hitting on both at once. I hear they attacked another caravan. Aye, business is suffering for it. Bloody Ul'dah. What stirred him up, do you reckon? Another raid. And I'll wager that caravan was carrying crystals, much like the last. If they truly mean to summon a primal, we must act quickly. Are you coming, love? You wouldn't keep a girl waiting, would you? Perish the thought. So tell me, where is this marvel of a city? Where in this marvelous city might you lovely ladies be staying? At this rate, grain will soon be more precious than gold. A result of the uncommonly bad harvest, to be sure. And we have you to thank for them, do we not? What the heck is that? Aye, this weakening of the etheric flow must surely be linked to Dalamud's descent. And of course, to the primals. A fine mess. But we must not lose hope. Louis Soir will know what to do. We need only trust in his judgment. Well, that's a funky mask. Guess that's what he was carrying on his shoulder. Truly a marvel of Charlian ingenuity. It's as if I could reach out and touch the ether. One of the 12 gods. Time to focus. No more gallivanting about like before. The Scions are counting on you. Have faith. Just have faith. You can do this. This disturbance is recent. The Sultan tree? Maybe Papashan will know something of it. Oh, so somehow like a, seeing the past. Where'd all these extra people come from? Looks like they gave you quite a thrashing. Can you walk? It's me. I was too late. Our person of interest had already quit the scene. The general? Very well. I shall be there anon. My colleagues went to great lengths to provide me with the means to detect etheric disturbances, but every time I find one, you seem to be in the middle of it. I'm starting to wonder if it might not just be simpler to follow you around. Sadly, I have business elsewhere. Tread softly, my friend. The carefully laid trap you dismantled was clearly sanctioned by Lord Lororito. I heard the Blades mention him as they fled. Believe me when I tell you that he is not a man to be trifled with. The Sultana's enemies grow bolder by the day. I suspect they have the support of outside forces. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, those bastards would surely have slaughtered us all. I would speak with you further, but it isn't safe for us to linger here. Find me at the Coffer and Coffin later. Until then, stay safe. I shall accompany Wistan and his men. They need protection, and I need more information. Ah, but where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Thancred, a humble scholar surveying the flow of ether in Thanalan. It is an honor and a privilege to make your acquaintance. I hope when next we meet, it is under more auspicious circumstances. Farewell. Ah, wait a moment. It occurs to me that we may have... Never mind. Fare thee well. Music for this sounds actually pretty cool. Oh, fates. Let's see. Survivor rats. Let's go help out with that. like gold. Hard to tell, but it looks like gold. All for 12 gil. Jeez. Gil, not gold. Alright, let's see what Y stands up to. Well, bless you, my friend. You risked your life to save ours. Betrayed by my own guards. Gods, I was a fool to trust those men. Laura Rito owns the goddamn brass blades. I should have questioned their motives from the start. Even so, I could hardly have predicted that the wealthiest man in Ul'dah would want me dead for the heinous crime of seeking to change the law. I'm just a merchant, for God's sakes. That ruthless bastard. And what of that monstrosity? Those were his own men. It beggars belief. Well, that's it. I'm finished. If I stay in Ul'dah any longer, I'm as good as dead. My associates, my friends, gods, even the children may not be safe if I don't disappear. And you, goddammit, if Laura Rito learns of your involvement, you'll be next. I'll speak with the others and make sure your part in this stays secret. Beyond that, I don't know what to suggest. Maybe you should seek the counsel of Mistress Momodi. She's helped countless adventurers in her time. Mayhaps she'll know what to do. Go quickly now, my friend. Laura Rito's spies may be watching. And we get to go back to the city. Alright, where the heck is this, dried fish thing? Knock out this thaumaturge quest. Western Thanalan. Northern, Eastern, Western Thanalan is this way. Boy, a mount sure would be nice. I wonder what level we get one in this game. Hey, so we've got another viewer. Thanks for watching, and we appreciate you joining in. We're exploring through all the lore that is to be offered in Final Fantasy XIV. We started the MSQ from scratch, and we're hitting every side quest as we go and seeing everything there is. With my wonderful voice acting. Always appreciate a follow and say hi in chat. Alright, let's see where we're going. Well, there's some sort of blue quest to unlock something, so let's figure out what that is first. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Come here. You. Oh, she's got two quests. Have you heard the news about the goblet? All that quality land, so desperately coveted, is to be auctioned off to bidders, regardless of their origins. Even adventurers have the right to participate. Just imagine, the entire area could end up owned by wealthy foreign... beg your pardon, sir. It isn't that I dislike adventurers. Far from it. But when you consider that Ul'dah is still struggling to accommodate countless refugees, the idea that this land is being sold for profit is not surprising whatsoever, come to think of it. Still, the least they could do is give preferential treatment to hardworking Ul'dahans like me. I've been saving for years, just waiting for an opportunity like this to come along. Say, you wouldn't be happen to be curious as well, would you? About the goblet? My hands are full here, but if you have a moment to head that way and look into this auction business on my behalf, I'd be ever so grateful. There's bound to be an Immortal Flames representative by the gates, or in the goblet, who can explain what's going on. This wouldn't happen without General Raban's approval. Of that much I'm sure. Ooh, so many quests here to pick up. Alright, let's see. You there. Yes, you. You're an adventurer, are you not? You travel by Azura slaying beasts and finding treasure, that sort of thing. I have need of help. I must travel the horizon where my cargo awaits, but my chocobo, Slugger, won't move an ilm. I've tried to have a closer look, but I saw a vile pair of antennae protruding from his feathers and lost my nerve. I love Slugger with all my heart, but bugs I cannot do. I fear he may have a parasite ladybug that's gorging itself on his blood. Check him for me, will you? And if you find a ladybug dug in there somewhere, kill the damn thing. Quick! Hostile presence. This parasite ladybug. Just the one, or you got more hiding up in there? Quick. Yeah, that was a little rough. Slugger says thank you, and you've my thanks as well. I was sure as sun up it was a parasite ladybug. Must have latched itself on somewhere along the road. But how the bloody thing managed to stay concealed at that size is a complete mystery. In fact, I'm not even going to question it. I'd just like to move on and put this all behind me. If we don't keep our chocobos healthy, cargo won't be able to move over the land. We owe these birds a great debt. I wish more folk would see that. You've time to spare, don't you? Make yourself useful and help me find my missing crates. The manifest clearly states that 3 crates bound for East Aldenard Trading Company were included in the latest shipment from Vesper Bay, but I can't seem to find the bloody things. They ought to be around here somewhere, but I can't waste any more time looking. If you find the crates, bring them to me. No. This can't be happening. There's no time to send for more. And no. You there. Please, you must help me. Go kill as many cactars as you must gather 4 bottles of their blood. I don't care if you have to hunt the little green bastards to extinction. Please, there's no time to explain. Just know that my very life hangs in the balance. For the love of the gods. Hurry, man. Well, that is semi-convenient, because I know my hunting log had cactars. Check these cargo crates out. Yeah, they're so missing. And number 3's up top, it looks like. Easy XP, I guess. Is there a local reputation to be gained? Is that a thing? Or just the Beastman tribes later? Did you find my crates? Great job, friend. These will make the next wagon thanks to you. The shipments never stop coming, day in and day out. Just keeping track of everything is enough to give me migraines. Business is good, true. But what use is money if you haven't the time to spend it? I haven't downed a pint with friends in weeks. Boxes, crates, barrels, lifting, moving, stacking. There's no end to it. I'm tired. So very tired. Say, friend, do a hard-working stranger a kindness, would you? See this letter safe to Kikipu at the Silver Bazaar? I'd call on her myself, but I haven't the time. And I doubt these weary legs would carry me there even if I did. I'd like to send her something nice along with it. Could I trouble you to scrounge up, say, 5 hammer beak tail feathers? Gods knows you can't find the beasts around here easy enough. Kikipu's a dear old friend. She's called the Silver Bazaar home for, well, far too long. There's been ill rumors of the place of late. I'd just like to make sure she's well is all. What a name. Kiki Poo. At least these cactars aren't crazy scary like the normally are. Is that all the cactar blood? Yeah, okay. Let's find a few more of these ladybugs. Do one more? Nope, that's it. Nice. Let's see why he needed this. Have you brought the cactar blood? All 4 bottles? Show me! Phew, you saved my hide, friend. Just stopped to give my cargo a check on the way to Ul'dah and saw that all my bottles of Radzat Han skin tonic were as empty as a Garlean promise. Looks as though the lid shook off in transit and the whole load spilled right out. But I refuse to have it said that Gunstrom failed to make good on a delivery. Cactar blood is supposed to help keep skin supple. I'll just use what you brought to fill the empty bottles, and all those lovely Ul'dah ladies will be none the wiser. Oh, don't worry about getting found out. Radzat Han skin tonic is still a rare find, all the more so this far south. I'd venture none in Ul'dah would even know it from an ampoule of their own piss. He's all worried about his reputation. As lying for it. Yay, ethics. Feels like there's a quest here, but... Is the map lying to us? Fuck. Yeah, it was. I have these things. Alright, let's see. What do you think? 4 minutes to do this? Let's do the... Why not? 10 billion more of these guys to go. Thank God these aren't intense cactuars. Alright, come on. 350. Oh, Yarzon feeders, look at that. Just naturally doing the hunting log without even trying. Just exploring. That portion of the hunting log done. Oh, and a level. Nice. Ooh, Blizzard 2. What is that? 80 to a target and all enemies near it. Okay. Just finally got an AoE spell. Oh, goblins. Wait, we're just finding all the things in the hunting log. Let's see, how are we doing? All done. Just have to find sunbats in central Thinland, which we're not in that zone. Oh good, we're gonna do our Thaumaturge quest. Let's summon a big vulture. See what we really got. Oh, that was easy peasy. Silver Bazaar. Where's the Silver Bazaar? I think that's where we're going. Yep. Well, what is it then? Come to try and scare me and these poor folk off our land again? Go on, do your worst. I'll not budge one step from this spot. Hammerbeak tail feathers and a letter? Dear gods, it's from Oswell. Have you seen him? Is he well? Dearest Kiki-Poo, it's been too long since I wrote you last. How have you fared since? As ever, I'm a slave to my trade, and sadly it hasn't been fit to take me to or through the Silver Bazaar in some years. I've heard it told the scum of Ul'dah have set their sights on your Silver Bazaar. It seems beyond saving. Really, how long do you mean to linger in that horrid hovel? Remember, some birds just aren't meant to be caged. Spread your wings and soar once more, Kiki-Poo. Spread my wings and soar? By the gods, this is by far the most ridiculous letter I've ever read. And Hammerbeak tail feathers? The dolt does realize he sent the feathers of a flightless bird, doesn't he? Well, Oswald can bugger himself. I've no intention of stepping one elm from this hovel, much less soaring from it. It's my hovel, and I love it. You have a warm face for an outsider, not like those other curs loitering about the bazaar. Surely you've seen the hammers to the east of here, or at the very least heard them. Well, a few of their workers have decided to drop in on us for a little rest and relaxation. But they're no workers. They're nothing but hired muscles sent to threaten the people of the bazaar and harass our shops. It's not the first time. But I dare say a formidable lad such as yourself just might be able to scare them off with some strongly worded doubts. What say you? Use the power of slash doubts. Okay. Let's talk to Fafafono. You're done making use of my testing grounds, are you? Cough up the fee, then. There's nothing so tender as a bit of meat pummeled with wanton wizardry. Nice doing business with you, Thaumaturge. Pummeled with wanton wizardry. That's good. Did you say Thaumaturge? Has this mage just completed a guild trial? Ah, Master Alchemist, what brings you out to our bazaar this fine evening? The gentleman here just slew himself a plump vulture. You'd be surprised how many of these scepter-wielding sorcerers end up sliced to ribbons by beak and talon. And that's not the sort of flesh I have a taste for, you understand. My brothers. Not again. Hey there, friend. I was sure way into some easy gill if you're interested. It won't even require you to break a sweat. Well, not much of one. All you need to do is slay enough rusty goblins to gather 4 bottles of goblin grease, and then deliver them to a hewer by the name of Adelard at the Hammers. Once he has the grease, he can use it to keep the hammers running. It couldn't be more simple. I'm surrounded by fools here. They detest the hammers and the new way of life they symbolize. They care only for the successes of the past, but it blinds them to opportunities of the present. Change isn't coming, friend. It's already here. I call the Silver Bazaar home for now, but I have no lingering affection for the place. I go wherever there is gil to be gotten. Let's see about the slash doubts. Your ears working? I said piss off. Enough already. I'm leaving. But tell that bloody Kiki-Poo this is the end of nothing, you hear? Nothing. maybe inside the buildings? And up top here? Nope. Nothing in here. Oh, no one here. Where are all these supposed workers at? Aha. Persistent little bastard, ain't you? Fine, I'm on my way. But tell that Kikipu this ain't over. I was just about to leave anyway, so don't go thinking you had any part in it. Anyone else? Nope. I guess we'll go check these docks. Looks like it's within the radius. There he is. Ferry skipper. I wonder where we could take that. You Silver Bazaar folk are annoying as all hells, I'll give you that. Bugger this job. I'm off to find some peace and quiet. We're bound for Crescent Cove. I'll let you come along for 40 gil. Interested? No, because I don't know where that is. I don't really want to go. Not yet. Please, you must help me. It's my father. Well, he isn't dying or anything. He's a fisherman by trade, you see. But he broke his only compass. He hasn't been able to put out to sea in weeks. The compass is very special. It was crafted by the goldsmiths of Eshtame's lapidaries. Repairing it will require many chunks of magnetite. Such stones can be found near the lighthouse, but the search is not without its dangers. The area is rife with earth sprites drawn to the magnetism. I'm a lowly fisherman's son. I have no arm for fighting, nor the stomach. 3 chunks of magnetite would serve to mend the compass. Once you find them, please take them to my father, Galfridus. No doubt he'll be dawdling about the bazaar as always. Are they gone then? All of them? Well, that's a relief. Serves them right for trying to scare honest folk from their homes so their masters can buy them. The hammers were built upon the ground here into solid foundation. The plan is to turn these tracks into manors and manses for Thanaland's wealthy. The same fate awaits for the Silver Bazaar. Since the value of the land is set to rise, small wonder some opportunist is trying to drive us all off so he can have it all for himself. The Silver Bazaar may not be what she used to, aye. More people leave now than come, and more shops close than open. But it's my home, and I don't mean to be chased off by some bloody gillionaire craven who sends common thugs to do his dirty work. Let me up there. There we go. One. Let's try going up and around and jumping down. Maybe it'll work ever so slightly better. What is it? Can't you see I'm busy cleaning the sand clogs from these hammers? Gods, I'd kill for a few bottles of goblin grease right now. Goblin grease? Fafona must have sent you. Thank the gods for both of you. Before long, these tracks will be covered with the estates of Ul'dah elite. The ground is still too loose to build upon. The hammers are pounding to make a solid foundation. Once that's done, then you'll see structures start to rise. The building was planned to stretch even further, to the heart of the Silver Bazaar even, but it seems the powers that be are being met with some local resistance. Here's some lass named Kikipu holds the rights to the bulk of the land there. Stubborn to a fault, that one. Bloody thorn in the side. It's like I'm playing both sides, huh? Somehow ended up way over leveled for all this. Galfridus, don't waste your time, mate. Bloody compass done broke on me. Hey, I'll not be fishing this day, nor the next, more like. Magnetite? Danielle asked that of you, did he? So, Dad's to fix up the old compass and put out back to sea, is he? Catch a nice haul of fat fish, hmm? I have a vessel that's barely seaworthy and scarce big enough for me alone. I've no crew, no hands to help me with the haul. All bloody day at sea, bustling me arse, gets me a few gil at best. Gods, days ain't what they were. Time was you could scarce count the ships what used to make berth here. There were no empty coin purse or stomach in all the bazaar. Small ships ain't got no place at sea no more. Everywhere I go, I'm in the shadow or wake of some monstrous trawler or seiner. The old ways are done. Well, we little fishermen just lost our way. I ain't no fisherman no more, nor much of a father, I suppose. Just a broken man with a broken compass and broken dreams. Appreciate what you did, friend, bringing me magnetite. Gave it some more thought, I did. Putting back out to sea and all. But even with me compass fixed, still ain't got me lucky copy lures. Was waylaid by some goblin muggers a few weeks back, just north and east of here. Thieving bastards made off with all me lures. Dozens all told. Must be you felled some earth sprites to get them magnetite chunks, am I right? If so, I reckon you could put down a few goblins and bring me back my lures. Suppose I could make do with just 2 of them. Couple of copper ones should serve for now. You up for helping put a broken life back together? Those goddamn haulers. What do they think they are? I paid good coin to... Ah, you there. You're one of those task-seeking adventure types, are you not? Some wares I ordered from an Ul'dah merchant arrived, but those bloody worthless haulers just dropped them outside the gate and left. Ain't obliged to bring them no further, the lazy bastard said. Gate to the bazaar is still a bazaar. Order ain't saying nothing about no home delivery. The gall. There are 3 pieces in all. Would you be so good as to bring them to me? Wow, talk about the straight up quintessential fetch and deliver quest. That is ridiculous that was just a quest. Gods, those oaths better not damage my bags. Well, have you found them yet? Let's see. Yes, yes, and yes. Excellent. Everything is accounted for. These bags contain garments from sun-soaked tapestries, though each is flawed in some way. In Ul'dah, even a minor misthought is enough to turn the most luxurious gown into fodder for the furnaces. Not here, though. As long as the garments bear a famous name, the souls of the Silver Bazaar have no qualms with the quality. Times used to be better. We were never driven to such lows. But gild's harder to come by now, and more so with each passing day. All that's left to this bazaar is an overly proud souls with underly developed tastes. Everyone clings to the glories of the golden past, yet none make efforts to reshape the dismal present. I pray this damnable bazaar someday sinks beneath the sands that strangle it. The sooner, the better. What did I just set? That wasn't so bad. I was gonna have to clear that whole darn camp. Well, since someone's doing this fate, we'll give a helping hand. fast and you lose your... Whoops. Be careful of that. Come on, what was our last... Alright, go, Fritos. Can you get back up and running? It ain't no easy task, but I'm asking all the same, my friend. 2 copulars to get me back out to sea and put me Danielle's heart at ease. I'll be damned. Me old copulars. Never thought I'd see these buttes again. Bloody hells. Those goblins sure saw to banging them up. Ah, ain't gonna be catching no fish with these. Well, that's that. Must be Nald himself telling me to give up my sea legs. Might be as there's a new life waiting out there somewheres. Heh. Maybe my compass will lead me to it. Born and bred here I was. Ain't never called no place else home. Times are changing though. Suppose I could sell off my land to them bloody buzzard prospectors and see what else is out there for me. Oh, I don't think we have hands yet. Oh, we still have level 1 hands. It's terrible, Eccentric. Simply terrible. Please, you must help us. You've already done so much for us, I know, but we're in grave danger. Those fiends have drawn up a fake contract of sale and are trying to use it to drive us up from the bazaar. Do you smell that, Kickapoo? That is the spell of inevitability. You knew this day would come. You simply chose to fill the interim with resistance rather than acceptance. Brave, but foolish. Look at this schmuck. Back for more, Kenrick. How many times must I say it before it seeps into that thick skull of yours? I'll die before I see one elm of this land fall into your hands. Easily arranged, I assure you. Come, Kickapoo, listen to reason. You know who we are. You know our deeds. You've no hope in this. Look at this miserable place. A stain on the map. You resist now. But I swear, I will lay waste to these shabby tents and broken buildings, and when I've finished, I guarantee you will thank me for it. You stupid, foolish man. You couldn't be more wrong. We may no longer boast of visitors or gill of days past, but this is home to me and many more. Our memories here are years worth of them. Decades. We sweated together when we dug this well. We laughed and drank together in every festival. And we mourned together with each life the desert took from us. That is the Silver Bazaar. That is home. Those memories are what make this place, and I swear to the 12 above, I'll feed you and whatever masters you serve your own manhood before I let you destroy it. Stubborn girl. No matter. The sale's all but concluded. Look about you. Writs of seizure have already been posted. And I'd not think of taking them down were I you. In this futile fight, Kickapoo. There are far more of us, and if you are truly willing to die for this place, we're more than willing to oblige you. Alright, so we've got another viewer. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. Eccentric, please. The writs of seizure. You must tear them down and chase Kenrick from here once and for all. Looks like we're finally getting through this whole quest chain. Ooh. How are you doing tonight? Glad to have you along. This whole quest chain has been pretty long, but I think this is coming to an end. I must say, the voice acting in this game has been spot on. Well, why are we returning them? You think we just rip them up? I thought you might be alone. Pity you're late. The demolitionists are already on their way. Every building bearing a writ of seizure will be rubble within the hour. The writs? You. What have you done? But that means my men. No, that's impossible. The day may be yours, but I'll be back soon, and with far more fearsome company. You've made an enemy for life, you fool. I won't be content simply to see the Bazaar struck from the maps. No, I will not rest until its name is wiped from every history book in Eorzea. Oh, we won this battle. So, Thancred is gone for now, is he? That's certainly the brightest news we've had in a while. Though I can't help but wonder about the more fearsome company he threatens to bring. Ugh. I've never had a way with words. Bloody paltry things. But we would like to thank you, Eccentric. You've not just saved the Silver Bazaar. You've saved me. You've saved who I am. I see now that I'll have to maintain constant vigilance to keep my home from harm. But it's a vigil I welcome. I'll stand up to any threat that comes through that gate. And we'll stand with you. What do you... Saw what you did for us, having Eccentric here chase off Kendrick and all. It's true, there ain't much here worth fighting for. But it's home, goddammit, and I for one ain't ready to give up on it just yet. Aye, this is home. And if there's nothing left but sand and cracked stone, then I say we build something, right here, together. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. And most of all, thank you, Eccentric. There are no more fine garments of gold spun and brocade here. No more bustling port with ships full of cargo and fish, but the better days live on in our hearts. We are the Silver Bazaar, and it is us. Our memories, our past, our history. That is what makes this place. So long as we remain, so too does hope. You taught us what it is to defend the home we love, and from now on, we'll do no less for ourselves than you've done for us. I have a final favor to ask of you. This letter. I wonder if you would deliver it to Momodi for me the next time you visit Ul'dah. She and I have been friends for many years. Let her read my words, and she'll be able to give you the reward I cannot. Alright. That's like a ton of quests to go back to the city. Anything left here? What is this? Oh, we haven't been to this either, right? Let's run up there and explore, unless... Is there a better... Steps of Nald? We'll end up there, I'm sure, for a quest. Ul'dah, speak with Momorachi. Where was that? Yeah, let's knock that one out before we run off. Alright. We are going to take a super quick break, and I will be right back. Let's go find out what this quest is right up here. The Goblet. Need a way to get sprint to last longer, huh? That sure would be convenient. Needles to slay. We did that one already, I believe. Oh, we're level 12. Oh, well, that giant tortoise is level 17. One in the other zone was only 12. I just wanted to kill it because it was big. Almost there. Let's see, it looks like we're going up these stairs. Does that seem right? Duskborn Obscura. That's a cool name. Oh, we went the wrong way. We missed a turn. That takes me back into the city. Ah, there we go. There's our blue marker. Heard about the auctions, have you? You're not the first to approach me this day. Aye, 'tis true. In an effort to encourage immigration to our great nation, all lands within the Goblet are to be set aside for adventurers like yourself. Tragic, some might say, that only adventurers will be permitted to settle within its wards, but such decisions were made by men wiser than I. Beautiful place, the Goblet. A man-made oasis, built atop a towering butte. Ah, but why bother explaining when you can see it for yourself? Just head through these gates and follow the road. If you wish to know more about the Goblet, speak with the recruit station just past the entrance. He will be happy to assist you. Residential ward. $60 plots of land each. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. So 30 wards, and there's 60 plots each. 1,800 plots. Interesting. Let's go to the first ward. That's a cool looking area. Okay. Oh, someone's got like a Japanese castle. And a gingerbread house. Makes perfect sense. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Goblet. Beg your pardon? An Ul'dah woman asked you to learn more about the auctions. Oh dear. As you may have heard, these plots are reserved exclusively for adventurers. Since your friend is an Ul'dah citizen, she's ineligible to participate. Should you yourself have a mind to purchase a plot, pray speak with the resident caretaker. He can guide you through the process. Oh, don't have to actually attune. Interesting. Okay, so... where are you? Back where I left you? Yeah. So I'm certain I am not buying a plot anytime soon. I think she was down here in this little area. Let's see if I was right. Yep. Clear the quests. Quest log's looking full already, even though we have a ton to turn in. What's this one? Scorpion Crossing. You've returned. Tell me, what have you learned of the auctions? Eh? What do you mean it's reserved exclusively for adventurers? I mean, sure, times are tough and every nation is scrambling to attract formidable fighters. But what about my needs? What about my 40 acres and a chocobo? Ugh, it's just not fair. Oh, that's convenient. Okay. That's Horizon. Let's run into the city. Turn in all of these quests. Probably not quite enough to push us to 15, but I still have to do the level 10 Thancred's quest anyways, since this is the 5 one we're turning in. Hopefully we'll get some good skills. Who's this? Maybe shoot. Scorpion Crossing. The way couldn't be simpler. Pass through this gate and head west until you come upon it. Delivering a package, are you? In that case, you want to speak to Oswald when you arrive. To Horizon, which I'm sure we'll end up at some point, because we have to get that Aetherite crystal. Yoroku. Sounds kind of familiar. Okay, Kokobigo. Let's see what's up. Welcome back, Eccentric. You seem to have done well. Both eyes intact, face appears untreaded. It truly is the most terrible feeling to have one's casting interrupted by heinous injury. It's one of the easier trials if you ask me. Keep well away from pointy slashy bashy things if you want to reach the end of an arcane utterance. That's just common sense. Fortune favors the fighter who flings fire from afar. I simply love the look of loathing leveled at me by the distant duelist distressed by my deadly downpour. We Thaumaturges excel at offense, but we fail miserably at defense. Our most effective strategy is to topple our adversaries with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honors for knights and dead mages. Eccentric. Your studies appear to be progressing nicely. Won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as an avatar of sorcerous destruction. Oh, there's the alchemist brother. So it's true, Buki. Don't try to hide from me, Baigo. Or you, Bonnie, or Bezzy, or Boha. Coco Busi? What are you doing here? You promised. You promised you would teach me next. Well, yes, of course we did, Busi, but Eccentric here was more insistent. And once again, you brushed me aside in the hope that I abandoned my heart's desire. Why do you deny me? I hate you. All of you. Please, Busi. You shouldn't say such hurtful things. You know how delicate Baigo is. That was Coco Busi, our youngest brother. He so dearly wishes to become a thaumaturge like the rest of us, but it simply is impossible. The poor boy's etheric levels are pitifully low. We thought we had convinced him to accept fate's cruel quirks when he entered the Alchemist Guild, but he yet yearns to walk the path of thaumaturgy. Such is Kokobusi's determination that he spends all his waking moments experimenting with alchemical concoctions, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation. Well, this obviously is not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young thaumaturge. I mean that in the most encouraging manner possible. No spell? Yes, Eccentric, yes. The aura of power surrounding you is palpable. The glare begins to blind my thaumaturge's eye. Your lesson today shall be taught by Kokobani. Go to him, and hear from the chapter entitled The Threat of Paucity. Aha! So, Eccentric, you have come to learn at the foot of the third eldest brother, have you? I promise you, however, your education shall not be third-rate. Let us read from the second chapter, shall we? Are you settled? No last-moment trips to the privy? Very well. The Threat of Paucity. Ah, how magnificent the ruthless power we wield. Flame devours, ice entombs, and lightning courses through the stricken bodies of our foes. But oh, such desperation when the wellspring runs dry. Flame sputters out, ice melts into slush, and lightning sparks no longer. Know you this threat, and mind you the limits of your mortal vessel. Terrifying thought, isn't it? A thaumaturge who has exhausted his arcane reserves is naught but a man with a stick and a funny hat. For we mages, you may as well equate the etheric energy flowing through our veins with our very lifeblood. Should a battle find us lacking in this precious resource, we are as good as dead. Controlling the expenditure of your power requires an understanding of etheric balance. The scales can tip in one of two directions, astrally or umbrally. When your mind and spirit lean in an umbral direction, your thaumaturgy is affected by a state known as umbral ice. The potency of your spells is diminished, but they also require less energy to invoke. On the other hand, a thaumaturge in the astral fire state will find the potency of his incantations enhanced, but at a greater cost to his etheric stamina. Now, with the concepts of etheric balance and efficient casting foremost in your mind, I bid you go forth and slay 8 Fs. Pray, do your best to stay alive. It reflects badly on me when the mauled corpse of one of my pupils is returned to the ossuary. Alright, let's see. Got a couple quests to get turned into Momodi. What's all this then? You got something for me? A letter? Now who would think to... Kiki-Poo! Haven't heard a word from that old gal in ages. How's the deer doing? Let's see here. Uh-huh. That's Kiki-Poo, alright. Time was I used to call into the Silver Bazaar quite often. This was back when it was still the busiest hub in Thanaland, mind you. Old Kiki-Poo and I used to stay up till dawn talking about, well, whatever girls do. Kiki-Poo is the very heart and soul of that place. Hells, even most folk here in the city still remember her name. Breaks my bloody heart to hear her and them good folk were nearly forced from their land. Dirty business, that. But I'm not to the point of worrying just yet. I'd wager Gilda Goo-Boo Poop the Silver Bazaar will be rallying back to its former glory for long. In any case, I think the 12 you were there to help them. Here, for you. On behalf of Kiki-Poo and the Bazaar. Storyteller. Let's see. So 3 is 100. I guess it's not going to show me if there's like a storyteller 10. But what we can do is equip that ring we just got. Settle down, eccentric. You got nothing to worry about. No one seems to know you were at the ruins. Wystan, on the other hand, is now a pariah. About as welcome around here as a rabid wolf, poor bugger. Suffice to say, that boy risked the wrath of the wrong man. Lord Lorarito, chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company, generous contributor to the Order of Naldthal, and member of the Syndicate. Didn't get where he is by leaving loose ends, that one. Which is why he ain't above killing his own men. Hells, even if those blades knew what was coming, it's not like they could refuse to do their benefactor's bidding. Don't let this color your view of Ul'dah, eccentric. It's true that there's some here who ain't afraid to crack a few skulls if it gets them what they want, but most of us are decent folk just trying to make ends meet. You know, a lot of people call you a damn fool for risking your life to save a marked man. But I believe you did a good thing, eccentric, and for that, you have my respect. Listen, you've been through a lot lately. Why don't you rest a spell? I'll have the boys at the Hourglass set you up with a room. My treat. Just have a word with Otopa Patopa whenever you feel like staying. Otopa Patopa. Ooh, in rooms unlocked. And when you've got your appetite for adventuring back, consider taking on a guild leave or two. We have a lot of requests from locals looking to hire adventurers for various jobs. It'd be a good way for you to earn yourself some extra gil. Eustace can tell you more about how the system works, so go and speak with him if you're interested. Look what the coral dragged in. Good to see you, Eccentric. I'd ask what brings you, but I reckon we both know the answer to that already. Well, have I ever let you down before? Wait, don't answer that. So, happens I know a fellow by the name of Dedenin who needs a hand. He's a merchant by trade, selling precious stones of those in Ul'dah with the means to buy them. He's asked that I send any looking for work his way. You can find him over in Horizon if you fancy. That's in Western Thanalan, mind you. Just cross the bridge north of Scorpion Crossing, and the road will take you there. Knowing the circles he deals in, might be he'll have some talk of the royal family that'll interest you as well. And why not make use of a chocobo porter for the Journeyed Horizon? If you've the gil for it, that is. You'll find the chocobo stables just across the way from my quicksand. Find Mimigun. He'll set you straight. Well, off you go then. I haven't got all day to be holding your bloody hand. Let's talk to Eustace and unlock these leaves. Ah, Eccentric. Momodi said you might come. I take it you wish to undertake one of the many guild leaves available here at the Adventurers Guild. They're the means by which we document requests for assistance from the citizenry prior to assigning them to adventurers possessed of the necessary skills. From battlecraft leaves that require the extermination of monsters to tradecraft leaves that ask for the creation of goods. The tasks we term leave quests are many and varied in their nature. Should your interest be piqued, I suggest you make your way to Horizon and speak with Totonowa. You'll be happy to set your feet on the path to completing your first leave quest. See? Like I said, we'll be at Horizon soon. Surprise, surprise. Where are these Fs? Do they happen to be in Horizon? Black Brush. I'm thinking we're gonna run over to Black Brush Station first. Knock this out and get it on the same level. Because maybe the next one will be in Horizon as well. Let's go find these Fs. Oh. Sunbath. Default T rank unlocked. What is that? Oh, maybe I finished off my Hunter's Log. Take a look at that in a minute here. F sighting in here. Also, just found something. Maybe a secret camp. How many more Fs do we need? 3 more. Go. Okay. Again. Let's just use their turn. Move this quest along. Hopefully we get a good unlock. Like maybe an AoE fire spell to balance out Blizzard? That wouldn't be bad. Aha! He arrived before me upright and breathing. Wonderful. It is so much simpler to pose questions to a student without having to resort to necromantic divination. Tell me, eccentric, what action would you take if you found your thaumaturgical endurance exhausted in the midst of battle? Yes, the scepter is certainly a lethal instrument of death. Your death, you valorous fool. Remember the first chapter. We do not close distance with our enemies. And we certainly do not hit them with our finely crafted tools of thaumaturgy. Pray consider replenishing your energies with a vial of ether before humiliating yourself in melee combat. Ether. The draught of the gods. We thaumaturges, indeed, any who practice the arts of arcane manipulation, value this substance above all others. Thus, it was with unbridled fury that we received the most recent report of beastman activity. It seems an Ul'dah raiding party has attacked a caravan on the trade routes and made off with an entire crate of precious ether. The time has come for you to put your new knowledge to the test. Annihilate these Ul'dah bandits and retrieve the cargo of ether-filled vials. According to the report, their armored war transport was last spotted in the south of Drybone. I believe Kokobuki has an additional request while you're busy incinerating Ul'dah. Be sure to collect some samples of their blood. Assuming you can draw any from their smoking remains. So we haven't gone to the Drybone. So we're definitely going to just do the horizon thing. And it is getting late and we've been streaming for a while. I think this is probably a really great stopping point for us to start exploring Horizon together on our next stream. So I think this is a really good spot to call it quits for the evening and look forward to what's to come in the next couple streams. The story's starting to pick up a little bit as we see what exactly is happening. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with Thancred and this crystal that knocked me out and had Heidelin herself talking to me. We'll see. Alright guys, we appreciate you hanging out, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Signing off now.